Good afternoon. Joel Sasso here, joined by Matt Smith for the girls varsity softball Division I MIAA game versus Newton North at Kiley Brothers Memorial Field. We got a great day, good crowd. We got bleachers put up here, grandstands out in left field, first time I believe ever. Crowd's filling in, and Matt, how you doing?
Joel, doing great. Thanks for having me. I'm looking forward to this. I've seen the girls play a couple times, but really not against any good competition. And from what I hear, this Newton North team's pretty good.
Yeah, we're excited. I'm excited. I mean, they had a great game the other day at Reading. They upset Reading. They were the 8th seed, 9th seed. It was an upset, but they played a really good game. And Newton North, they're coming in. They bumped the number 1 seed, Bishop Feenan. So here they are.
Yeah, 16-6 overall. Beat Franklin and Bishop Feenan to get here.
First pitch by Abby Betancourt. Abby's on the mound as usual. Strike one. Abby had a tremendous game, tremendous season. There's not much more accolades you can give this young lady.
And leading off for Newton North is captain Sam Neely.
There we go. Strike two. It's going to be a ball, 1 and 2.
So, Joel, just a couple numbers for you for Abby Betancourt, if you're ready for this.
Yeah.
634 batting average, 774 on base percentage, 31 RBIs this year. That's just the offensive stats.
And that's a leadoff hitter.
Her ERA, would like to take any guesses?
I know it's probably one a little bit under.
1.1 ERA.
Foul ball. Yeah, Abby's had a tremendous season, and she was just named yesterday the NEC Player of the Year as a sophomore, so that speaks volumes about the respect that she has from the entire league. And she just produces. 2 balls, 2 strikes, leadoff hitter. Strike 3. Nice part about being home as opposed to Reading the other day is we got our last up. So the other day, you always wanted to go in being up 2 or 3. Now it's good to be, like I said, our last up. It's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, both teams jacked up, ready to play. Both teams came off the bus playing music.
It's high, ball 1. Strike right down the middle. We played, I believe it was on, I can't remember, the week went by so quick. I believe it was Wednesday we played, so it was nice, Abby, to have a day or 2 off to rest the arm up a little bit. Strike 2.
So it looks like usual infield for Peabody. We got Bo behind the plate, Abby pitching, Emma Bloom at short.
Speaking of that, here's Emma. There's the vacuum to Gina. 2 outs. Emma has had a tremendous defensive. I mean, she bats too, but as far as someone at shortstop, she's had a great season.
Logan at second, as usual. Gina Terranzano at first. And who'd I miss?
Third base.
Kylie Doolin.
Yep. Top of the first, 2 out, nobody on.
Up for Newton North is they're coming at us, Joel.
Fly
what a
ball,
catch.
nice. Right fielder made the catch. That's number 7. Trying to get a name for you here. I believe 7, we'll get that for you. I apologize. I don't think number 7's sitting in the lineup, so we don't have who she is. But we'll get that for you. So, 1, 2, 3, just what the doctor ordered. Nice to see. And bear with me. And the nice catch there in right field is number 7, Alana Sweeney, sophomore Sweeney. And that was not an easy play. Actually, one of the reasons why it's not an easy play, it wasn't hit right to her, but quite frankly, she's going from the shade to the sun.
Yep, and a shoestring too, made a running catch.
Exactly.
So line up for Peabody. Abby Betancourt will lead off. Emma Bloom hitting second. Bo Betts hitting third. Avery Greco cleanup. Kylie Doolin hitting 5th. Logan Lamazny, Gina Taranzano, Jess Steed, and then the aforementioned Sweeney is playing right field and is the flex.
So a lot of times, get to a baseball game maybe, or get there a little bit late, it's not a big deal. Well, I'll tell you, you don't want to get there late for a Peabody girls softball game, because this top of the order, they bat all the way through the order, 1 through 9. Anybody can hit it out of the pocket any time, and I'm going to prediction of probably 2 to 3 homers today. The other night we played at Reading. The interesting thing about that was there was no fences, so the ball would just roll, and there were a couple of homers, there was a triple, but tonight, if you get a hold of one, it's going to go over the fence. It'll be easy to judge, that's for sure.
Yep, and the Tanners are led in home runs by Gina Taranzano, who has 6 on the season.
Yeah, they really can bash the ball, and quite frankly, it does start with Abby. Abby does a tremendous job of getting on base, and I was lucky to be joined by Steve O'Mazzy at the last game, and as Steve pointed out, this team can run as well as any team he's seen in a long time, boys or girls. All right, so here we go. Abby's ready to lead off.
Looking at the offensive stats, Joel, they are staggering. I know I read your Abby's, but everyone 1 through 9 is right. There aren't very many girls on this team hitting under 300.
First pitch is a strike. And Matt, when you get a chance, what's the name of the pitcher here for Newton North, number 9?
Number 9 is Ella Maher.
Thank you. And Ella is a senior.
Also a captain.
Yep. It's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ooh, a little low, but they gave it a strike. So
tough pitch there to hit.
1 ball, 2 strike to Abby. She took a little bit off. Pitcher didn't catcher comes with a clean, throws down a first, and it's an out. So number 9, the pitcher took a little bit off, which that gave Peabody a little bit of a problem last year, but I have to say the other night they did a tremendous job catching up with the changeup, and that was a lesson they learned from last year. Yeah,
ironically enough, I've seen enough games where the slower the pitcher is for the opposing team, the more that Peabody struggles.
Emma Bloom at the plate, starting shortstop, senior. Ball 1. Ball 2.
Emma hitting .457 on the season, .557 on base percentage, and has 21 RBIs on the season.
Shot past the shortstop into left field.
Ripped.
Nice single by Emma. A lot of pressure on the Newton North catcher. This Peabody team will run. They'll take the extra base. Very aggressive. But they're very smart base runners. Smart. My Boston accent.
So one of my many sources, Joel, tells me that
there she goes. It's high. Emma
avoids it. Oh, what a play.
And one quick thing, you'll notice that Bo, Coach Palmieri had her batting lefty in the first pitch. That makes it a little bit tougher for the catcher on the throw down. The Newton North coach is going out to the umpire. I bet she's trying to say she went out of the base path, but I don't think she did. So let's see.
Or is there a rule about sliding? Do you have to slide?
I don't know. That's a good question. I do not know that one.
So just getting back to my original thought, the pitcher for Newton North and Emma Bloom play on the same team in the summer.
Safe. Oh, that's good to know. I did not know that. Nice to know. Nice for Peabody girls to know. Hopefully Emma gave a little bit of intelligence to her teammates. So the appeal made by the Newton North coach to no avail. So Emma's on second, Bo's at the plate, 1 out. No score, bottom of the first.
Great opportunity here for Peabody early in the game.
Bo fouls it off.
Nice to see a good crowd here, even though they charged a fee today.
It's the MIAA. God bless them. High. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball was low. Emma comes off the base, but does not go. And as I learned last game, the base runners can leave the base at the release of the pitch. The release of the pitch. Once it's out of the hand. The shot to shortstop, picks it up cleanly, makes the play. Emma goes to third. She's going to get there safely. And that's what I'm talking about. She's putting pressure on, because if that third baseman doesn't pick up that ball cleanly, Emma will come home. So, and once again, here we go. We get a question by the Peabody coach. Might be at the play at first.
Off the bag, maybe?
Yeah. So both coaches getting involved early here.
So I think the out will stand.
It looks like it, yeah. All right, so here's our number 4 hitter, Penny Spack. Penny's had a couple put out this year. I think it might have been 4.
I think every game I've come to see, she's hit one out.
I'm glad you came today. Man on third, 2 outs, no score. Ball high, ball 1. Once again, the pitch is going to catch. It's very important. Emma, if this ball gets faster, Emma's gone, I can guarantee you. Pretty much. That's strike. 1-1.
So if Penny can somehow get on here, we have Avery Greco would be on deck.
Low. Catcher does a nice job of keeping the ball in front of her. Newton North coach just pulled her outfield in a little bit. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Man on third, 2 outs. That's low.
Good stop by the Newton.
Yeah.
Good stop by the Newton North catcher there.
So if she gets the walk, let's see if she goes on the walk, and maybe we'll continue to second to try and draw a throw. You never know. It's a little tricky play. 3-2.
That's a common move in softball.
Full count, 2 outs. Emma on third. Fouled it off. Nice job by Penny.
Good job to battle there.
Yeah.
Don't want to waste this opportunity.
There's the wind up the pitch. That's high, ball 4. So Penny takes first. So first and third, 2 outs. Avery Greco's had a nice season. Avery does some pitching, and she's been playing center field lately. She's a sophomore, I believe.
Let's see what Coach Palmieri does here with the first and third situation.
Sometimes she waits for 1 pitch. We'll see what happens here.
We do have 2 outs.
There she goes. So she takes it, and they do let her take the base pretty easily.
Not sure the catcher and pitcher are on the same page there.
You saw that better than me. She ripped it right back. Yeah, they're asking her right now. Did she catch the ball?
She did, but it almost close to hitting her in the face. I don't think the pitcher probably heard the first and third call there.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Second and third. Ball 1. Ooh, a little high there. She swung, though. She liked it. The girl has heat who's throwing, that's for sure. Oh, hit her. Like it hit her wrist. So bases loaded.
That'll bring up Kylie Doolin.
Yep.
The third baseman. Hit him from the left side.
So bases loaded, 2 out. No score, bottom of the first. First pitch of the ball.
Kylie hitting .397 on the season with 11 RBIs.
So bases are for Lady Tanners. Looked like Kaylee was probably taking a strike, waiting for them to throw one.
So Emma Bloom on third.
Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Back on second, and Greco on first.
2 balls, 1 strike for Kaylee. Strike, 2-2.
Nice little crowd here today, Joel.
That's filling in nicely.
Bleachers came in handy.
Low, 3-2. So full count, no place to put her. The girls will be off with the pitch. A lot of moving parts here.
Logan Lamazny on deck.
Shot to the shortstop. She picks it up, throws it to third.
Oh, she
it
dropped
gets
it.
away from the third baseman. They're going, second run's going home. Kaylee takes second. There you go. I was a little surprised the shortstop went to third. Usually second's a little bit of an easier play, but she went to third. Third baseman could not handle cleanly, so that error is going to lead to 2 runs. So Peabody gets out early like they usually do. This time we're at home. Second and third, 2 outs. Logan Lomazzi at the plate.
A little bit of a throwing error there on the shortstop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, Joel. That was an interesting choice to go to third. I know it was close, but kind of an odd throwing angle.
It was a throwing angle. Logan's had a very nice season. Defensively, I got to tell you, she's hit out very, very well. Most of the games we broadcast, she's getting at least 3, 4, 5 balls a game hit her way.
Oh, what a play by the
nice
pitcher.
play by the pitcher to retire the side. She dove. So you got to give them credit. So at the end of 1, you score Peabody 2, Newton North. I don't know what their nickname is. Maybe we'll have to.
Tigers.
Tigers, Newton North Tigers. The Tigers. This is a good shot of our bleachers out there, and nice support from the Peabody Tanners graduates and recently graduated and underclassmen out there.
And a little shout out to Peabody's athletic director, Dennis DeRoches, who had to do some scrambling here to get some bleachers and figure out the most efficient way to have a gate and charge admission. And this was not easy to set up the Kylie here for this event. And he did a nice job.
He did. Here's the replay on that up the middle here. Nope, not yet. Oh, here we go. Fake this out in the truck here.
That's a
throwing
error.
Throwing error.
And Newton North, lucky, great play there by the second baseman on the second throw there.
Yeah, because it would have been third run.
Yeah.
Sure.
Worst thing you can do is throw that ball around when stuff like that's happening.
Yeah, I going back to we talk about Dennis DeRoche, the AD. You know, it's not easy when the MIA comes into town. They pretty much call the punches, and as you want to have those home games, obviously, but a lot of logistics here.
So Newton North has Carter, Tobin, and Hodgson leading off here in the second.
Strike 1. So Newton North was the 16 seed, and as you said earlier, they beat the number 17 seed 10-8 Franklin. And then the real upset was they went on the road and they knocked out the number 1 seed Bishop Fien 7-4. So they got to be obviously feeling very good about
And
themselves.
is there a women's sport at Feenan that they're not good at?
Yeah, good point. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Very good basketball team.
2-1. Well, that's funny you say that because we were strike 2. We were talking about some of the Lady Tanners, as you know, a lot of these guys play basketball, so they got knocked out by Bishop Feenan.
Right.
So they were looking forward to maybe getting a shot, but that job was done by Newton North. So thank you very much, ladies, and here we are. Good old Peabody, USA. 5:30, but the sun is strong and it is definitely warm. But great day for softball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Shot. Wow, Emma Bloom makes the play.
Wow.
Wow. Look what I found.
I don't even know if that's a look what I found, Joel. That was a heck of a play.
Oh, my God. A little short hop there. Just really keeps her head down, stays with it.
Absolute rocket one hopper to Emma.
Yeah. And once again, Gina does a nice job of obviously having a nice big target, keeping her foot on first. So 1 out.
Newton North now batting is Katie Tobin, the third baseman, number 19.
Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the second. 2-0 Tanners. Strike 2. Little high.
Whoa, didn't miss by much.
Nope. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Abby's got a nice rhythm going, you can pretty much tell. There you go, fouled off. Nice job battling on the Newton North batter. Staying alive.
And if I was playing in the field here for Abby, I love the speed at which she's throwing here.
Yeah.
There is no downtime.
It's high, 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's for those of you who are not familiar with the Peabody High girls softball team. It's 2 sisters in the battery. Abby throwing to her sister, Bo. Oh, wow! Didn't get the call, so now it's 3-2. I thought it. Oh no, it is walk. It was the walk.
So that is Newton North's first base runner of the afternoon. And that'll bring up Abby Hodgkins, the shortstop.
Peabody defense at double play depth. They ended the game the other night with a double play to beat Reading. One and one.
These pitchers must be outside, Joel, because height-wise, they look pretty good.
Yeah, it's always tough to tell from these
Yeah,
angles.
we're at a tough angle.
She fakes the bunt, pulls it back, ball 2, 2-1. Foul ball.
Just got a piece of that. I'll bring the count to 2-2.
Yep. It's a fly ball, right field. Oh, in and out of the glove. So she held up the base run at first. She just got the second. Tough little break, but she had it in the glove and it just kind of popped out.
So that'll bring Newton North runners on first and second. I'll bring up the left fielder, Caitlin Conroy.
Shortstop to Abby. She sends it to third. Nice play. Abby's so quick because, instinctively she knew she was going to third. She almost had the ball out of her hand before the third baseman was there. But she made the play. So that's going to be 2 outs. Abby, tremendous job of fielding her position. Once again, knowing.
I'm not going to lie, she made me a little nervous there. She turned and fired awfully quick. So this will bring up the first baseman for Newton North, Grace Melichono. I'm sure I butchered that name. Apologize to all those Newton North fans that might be watching.
So 2 outs. Ladies on first and second. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tanners will have Gina Terranzano, Jess Steed, and Abby Betts coming up.
That strike. Low strike. We like it. We'll take it. Gina Terranzano makes the play on the 3 outs. So Gina, once again, one of the hallmarks of the Peabody defense, of the team this year has been their defense, and that's a great indication, that inning.
Good inning there for the Tanners. A little bit of a threat.
Yeah.
Stayed the course and got the easy outs.
And
so Tanners will come into the top of the second. I'm sorry, bottom of the second. Terranzano, Steed, and then top of the lineup, Abby Betts.
Once again, I'd like to give a shout out to PATV. And thank our sponsors today. That's DC Rentals, specializing in event communications, including two-way radio rentals, security cameras, event production, trailers, and more. Lynn Ladder and Scaffolding, home for all your ladder and scaffolding needs. And Gravelock, technology consulting agency focusing on the design, development, and implementation of technology-based solutions. And if you or your business would like to become a sponsor, please reach out to us here at PATV. And if you love sports and want to get involved in the community, we're always looking for volunteer camera operators and announcers. So if you're interested, please reach out to us once again. And lastly, did you know that you can purchase a copy of today's game for your archives? Head over to our website, www.peabodytv.org, to place your order. And a quick shout out to the crew here today, to Sandra Saray, Ainsley Perkins, Ben Almeida, Tyler Genta, Angel DeAngelis, Aaron O'Brien, and Steve Valente. Thank you, because without them, we don't have this game, and we're not announcing it. You're not sitting there watching at home or watching the replay. So
you
thank you to PATV.
People could purchase this game and listen to our silky voices
Yeah,
over
right.
and over again?
Sure, well, you can always mute it, too. Whatever floats your boat. All right.
So Gina enters this game hitting 276 with
She had like 6 or 7.
16 RBIs and 6 home runs.
Yeah. Gina will usually go left field, center field.
Yeah, she doesn't get cheated in the batter's box.
Nope.
And I love those players. You just go in swinging. There we go.
Foul ball, it's back, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Gina's headed to Gordon to play softball
That sounds right.
in the fall.
Took a little something off, was high. 2 balls, 1 strike. High, 3-1.
So she takes her cuts, but she's being patient and smart here.
High, so she'll take the base. So, lead-off base runner for the Tanners. So if Peabody's able to get the W today, they will be playing the winner of Wachusett Regional and Lowell. And we'll have some score updates for you later on that game.
Last check, Wachusett was up 7-0 after 1, Joel.
There you go.
So just Steed up for the Tanners.
Just came in as a pitch hitter the other day.
Just batting .353 on the year.
The swing and strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gina on first, nobody out. Bottom of the second, 2-0 Tanners. That's high.
So with the walk by Gina, that guarantees the somebody, at least one from the top of the order, to get up here, which would be huge to have Abby or Emma up with some base runners.
Strike.
A little bit high there.
Yeah, it looked a little high. She's coming in. She's throwing a lot of heat, so it's hard to lay off. You got to make your decision pretty quickly. 2 balls, 2 outs. Gina on first. Outside, 3-2. So let's see if they get Gina running here. Here's the coach from Tawny on third. Coach the sign, excuse me. Here's the pitch. She does not run.
Oh!
Wow! The shot right back to the pitch, a double play. You can't do much about that. She wasn't running. She was about halfway where you should be, maybe a little bit less. But just listen. When you get to these rounds, there's a reason why these teams are here. And obviously, defensively, they're both showboating the leather today. So, back out for a second at bat today. Your starting pitcher, Abby Bettencourt.
Abby, who was thrown out by the catcher in her first at bat.
And that's why I'll invite you back, Mac, as you keep track.
Fooled there a little bit by the changeup. I got to go back to that last play, Joel. If I'm on that pitcher's mound and that's me, you are calling an ambulance right now.
You're ducking.
That was I wouldn't even be able to duck fast enough.
Yeah, that was a rocket.
That Newton North pitcher, give her a little credit here.
Number 9. Abby up the middle, shortstop makes the play, picks it up, throws to first. That'll do it. So Newton North does a good job. After a leadoff walk, they get the double play and the ground out. So we move to the third inning here, 2-0 Tanners.
So Newton North will have 9-1-2 to start the third here. Newton North will have Russo, Mealy, and Blaine coming up in the third. And 2-0 Peabody, who scored runs by Emma Bloom, Penny Spack on a throwing error to third base. And then got out of their own jam. Newton North did get out of their own jam in the top of the second. Peabody had runners on first and second and turned the double play.
Matt, we've got the final score, Wachusett Regional 12-0 over Lowell. So the winner of this game will be playing Wachusett Regional. And Wachusett is the, number 4 seed. So,
well, they'll be the home team, but
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be at a neutral site.
Okay.
And usually, the MIAA tries to make it sort of a midway point.
Yeah, halfway, right.
So
sure.
I think we taught Wachusett's somewhere Worcester area. Is that? Do I have that
yeah.
right?
Well, Wachusett Mountain. We'll talk about that earlier.
Yeah.
All right, ball 1. So whoever comes out of this bracket will be the highest seed left in the tournament. The other side's playing out pretty much to par for course, seed-wise. That's a ball 2.
So top of the third, Newton North leads off with the right fielder, number 9.
Foul ball past the first baseman.
I'm sorry, number 3, Colette Russo. Three and 1. Big pitch right here.
Fly ball, right
to pop
field.
up.
She's got a good beat. Makes
Good
the
job.
play.
Good job.
That was Sweeney, right fielder.
Yep. Yep, and I'm sure she was a little nervous after the last play.
Yep.
But good job, 2 hands, made sure of the out. So that brings the top of the order for Newton North.
Once again,
That'll be number 14,
back
Sam
to
Neely.
Abby. She makes the play. 2 outs. I know you put your head down. I was looking too, but I just caught the end of it. Right to Abby. So 2 quick outs for the Tanners.
James going so fast, I don't even have time to write the play down on the score sheet.
And as we know, Abby will just, she likes pace, so she's not going to slow down. So it's going to be up to the team to either get out of the batter's box, put their hand up, but Abby will just keep firing. 1-1, strike. She'll get in and get out. So 2 outs, 1 ball, 1 strike, top of the third, 2-0 Tanners.
Bree LeBlanc on the up for Newton North.
It's a ball 2. 2-1. Slow roll to Emma. She comes up with the cannon. That's out.
Woo!
3 outs. So once again, I wouldn't say easy work, but quick work for the Tanners. Well, we got a brief second here. I just want to give a shout out to the coaches, because obviously they give a lot of their time. Obviously, many people know the head coach is Tawny Palmieri, and Tawny's assistants are, it's a family affair here. Her dad, Gary Palmieri, her brother, Gary Palmieri Jr., and her brother, Anthony Palmieri, and finally, Alicia Dean. So shout out to the coaching staff, because it's many hours, and they've obviously prepared this team well. And this girls' team is probably out here 6, if not 7 days a week, knowing Tawny.
So up for the Tanners, in the bottom of the third will be Emma Bloom, Bo Betancourt, and Penny Spack.
So usually when we watch Major League Baseball, when a player makes a nice play out in the field, you love to see them come up at bat, a little bit of momentum. So hopefully that'll play out here.
Yep. So Emma had base hit to left field her first at bat. If you remember, stole second, reached third, I guess sort of on an error, and then took home on the drop ball. That was all part of the Tanners' 2-run first inning. In between innings, that's fast too.
Yep.
No messing around here. 40 minutes and we've played 3 innings, Joel.
Yep.
So again for the Tanners, Emma, Bo, and Penny Spack will lead off the third. Emma playing softball at Assumption next year. Great institution of learning.
Yeah. Graduate, I take it?
No, my oldest goes there, Joel.
Okay, all right.
They have a large portion of my savings there.
There you go. Yeah. Assumption, my son had 1 or 2 visits this past year from Stonehill. He enjoyed himself, just so you know.
Great school.
Foul back. 1-1.
Again, Emma's reached on a base hit the first inning and scored on an error.
So strike down the middle, 1 ball, 2 strikes. So besides a little defensive lapse there, Newton North playing some pretty clean ball here. Took a change up on that to the third baseman. She makes the play.
That'll bring up Bo, who grounded out to the third baseman herself in the first inning.
ball inside.
So talking to the great Bob Carboni before the game, who takes all the pictures for all TV athletics, he says every picture he's ever taken of Bo, she always has her eyes open. And a lot of catchers do not do that.
Shot to the third baseman. Makes the second play of the inning, 2 outs. Yeah, that would make, it's interesting to say that. Yeah, it's hard. That's a hard position, so she's trained herself well.
She is solid behind the plate.
Yeah. Here's the cleanup hitter, Penny Spack. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the third, 2-0 Tanners.
Penny walked the first inning, and also scored on that throwing error by Newton North.
Ball 1. High, 2-0.
Penny should get on. That would bring up Avery Greco.
Oh, hits her right off the thigh.
It's the second hit batter this game.
Yeah.
Actually, Avery was hit by a pitch her last at bat.
That's right. Two outs. Big lead by Penny, but she didn't go. But I do get the feeling she probably will.
Both catchers field their position very well. Obviously, Bo for Peabody.
Swing and strike.
And number 17, Carter for Newton North. Great footwork behind the plate. She pops up ready to fire every pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first. Avery hits a slow roll to second baseman. Throws it to the shortstop on second. They get the third out. So Newton North keeping it pretty clean. Through 3, Peabody Tanners 2, Newton North Tigers 0. Once again, for those of you who at home and not as familiar with the softball game, we play 7 innings here. 7 innings. So 3 down, 4 to go.
So due up for Newton North in the 4th inning. Maher, Carter, Tobin. Maher's the pitcher, Carter's the catcher, and Tobin was a very active third baseman that last inning.
Good. So as we said earlier today, Peabody's going to play the winner of this game, hopefully being Peabody, will play Wachusett Regional, was the number 4 seed, and on the other side of the draw, you had the 2 seed King Philip playing Methuen, number 7 seed, and the number 3 seed Taunton playing the 6 seed Central Catholic. So Peabody being the 9 seed.
So I know, Joel, a lot of opinions about this statewide new tournament system.
A lot of opinions out there.
And I'm not a huge fan of how they do the power rankings, but I'm a big fan of the statewide system, because under the old system you play the same teams over and over and over again. And I don't know. Has Peabody ever played Newton North?
Right.
It's nice to get some different competition.
Sure. No, I agree with you. It's interesting, too, because the biggest challenge for the coaches, too, is playing teams that they've never really faced before, so there's not a lot of film, not a lot of knowledge. And like you said, Emma had played AAU with the pitcher, so that's probably as good as you're going to get.
But that's where good coaching comes in,
right. Yeah.
And I know it's a nightmare for ADs.
Abby fields it over to Gina, 1 out. And the other thing you're talking about, the power rankings, it's interesting, but I'll give you credit. You knew what Newton North's record was, because when they put out the tournaments this year, they didn't put the records of the teams. You'd have to go a little bit deeper to the power rankings. Yeah,
they finished the regular season 14-6, which under the old system, they're probably a 3 or a 4 seed.
Yeah.
And I know it's a nightmare for ADs, the travel, the distance, getting buses, but
Brought some good matchups.
I think it's great. I think it's great that new schools play each other.
1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on. Top of the 4th. Up. She called timeout. Did she give it to her?
She didn't.
She didn't.
She did not.
And it was a ball. So they got lucky.
That's too bad.
2-1 is the pitch. Strike 2, swinging.
Batting for Newton North is number 17, Carter, who is catching today. He's done a nice job behind the plate so far.
Abby took a little bit off outside 3-2. I don't think Abby takes longer. If she gets the ball back from Bo cleanly, literally 10 to 12 seconds.
Joel, I just tried to fill in the ball box, and by the time I filled it in and came back, she had thrown that pitch.
Phenomenal. Here's 3-2. Just fouled it off.
Carter in her first at bat grounded out to Emma. I think that was the one hop play, the rocket that Emma scooped.
Grounded to the third baseman, Doolin to Gina Terranzano, 2 outs. Nice play.
So up for Newton North now is number 19, third baseman Tobin.
Pitches high, ball 1. Ball, tough play. Emma makes it.
Backs it up. Oh,
backs it up.
Goodness.
3 outs. Nice play by the Peabody infield. Emma backed up the third baseman, came up with a clean, and there you go. 1, 2, 3. So, once again, like you said, looking at the watch here, we're now under an hour, and we're going to the bottom of the 4th. We started a little bit right after 5, right around 5. So Peabody would like to definitely get a few insurance runs, makes it feel a little bit more comfortable. Middle innings here.
Coming up for Peabody will be Kylie Doolin, Logan Lamazny, and Gina Terranzano. Kylie reached on an error by the shortstop in the first.
So give a shout out to all the other spring sport teams that made the tournaments. A couple of wins, a couple of losses, but shout out once again to the Peabody baseball team, the
boys and girls lacrosse.
Yeah, boys girls lacrosse team. I know the boys lost a tough one. You went down and saw that game the other night, and the girls battled a very tough Hingham sport. And I always, if anybody knows anything about lacrosse, I always say it was invented on the South Shore.
both Hingham boys and girls are
yeah.
legitimate state contenders.
Yeah, year in and year out. But
saw a couple of the girls lacrosse games. They're going to be okay.
Yeah.
They got a young Lamazny on that team who is when it's all said and done, she might break a few records.
Sure.
So again, coming up here for Peabody is Kylie Doolin, Logan, and Gina Terranzano.
Yep. Bottom of the 4th. We play 7. Hopefully that's all we play. Strike. Low, but gave it a strike. It's been kind of consistent all day.
He has. And strike zone's been fairly big, which is, I think, one of the reasons why this game is going at warp speed. And as I say that, he calls a tough ball.
1-1. 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Hit his count.
So that was 3 straight balls. I'd be a little shocked if he swung here, but I've been wrong before.
high. She'll take the walk. She'll do one on first. Mazda at the plate.
So that'll bring up Logan, who popped up to the pitcher her first at bat.
Logan's due. I'm going to say it. Logan is due for a hit.
Yeah, she's too good of an athlete.
Strike one.
Gina Terranzano on deck.
Love to see Logan get a hold of one here. Quite capable. Ooh, good cut. Throw back to first. She's safe.
Good swing.
Tell you what, she gets the bet on the ball on that one. That's gone. Nice cut.
Protect here a little bit. Shorten up that swing. 0-2.
That's low. 2-2. Actually, 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a ground to the second baseman. She's going to go to first, underhand, 2 outs. So Logan does advance the runner. Nice job.
That'll bring up Gina Terranzano. Gina walked in the second.
Strike. One out, doing on second. Bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Tanners.
Jess Steed will be on deck.
A good shot. It's going to get over the right fielder's head. Doolin's going to score. Gina's going for 2. Here's the slide. She's in there. Nice. 3-0 Tanners. Nice piece of hitting there. Very nice piece of hitting. Just went the other way. And I did notice they are playing a little bit, and I'm looking now. They're still playing in. Where Coach Palmieri, you'll notice her outfielder, they're only like 4 steps from that. They know it's kind of a small field. It's a lot easier to come in on a ball than obviously when it's going over your head.
Absolutely, and a base hit's probably get into the fence anyway.
Yep. So shot up the middle.
Jess Steed.
They're going to send her home.
We're going to have a play at the plate.
Good throw. She's going back to third, trying to get in a run down, get the play to third. She's going back to third. She's going to run her back, but we do get the base runner at third. So, out. We'll see the replay hopefully on that. Just give us a warning there in the truck when you do it. That was, that's Peabody's going to be aggressive all day long, so I'm not surprised. But once again, Newton North good defensively. That ball was well ahead of the runner, so nice job of getting a run down, at least getting the batter over to third base. Tony's got a question about the call, but does not look like it'll be overturned. We'll probably end up with a runner on third with 1 out.
So, little props to Jess Steed there. Great heads-up base running. They teach you in Little League. When your runner in front of you gets caught in a rundown, you get to that third base and you stay there.
My apologies. That's 2 outs. Excuse me. I'm sorry, man.
And that's exactly what Jess did.
Yeah. Top of that batting order, Abby. So if you want anybody at the plate in this position, runner on third, 2 outs, it's certainly Abby Betancourt, NEC Player of the Year. Takes a strike. So, pass ball, single, we'll take it. Let's get that 4th run home.
Yeah, this is a big run here.
She took something off, Abby. Laid back on it. That's pretty good. Low.
A lot off of that.
Yep. Dangerous hitter at the plate here. So shot gonna get through past the shortstop. Couldn't get it on the backhand. So there you go. Just what I said. The single. So Abby knows how important that run is. I believe that she's a smart batter, and as much as she might want to take a shot for the fences, she knew a single was going to be very, very important. So Peabody, once again, puts up a crooked number, 2 here in the fourth, bottom of the fourth, so they've doubled their lead, 4-0.
That'll bring up Emma.
Yeah, and Abby's going to run havoc on the base. Watch this, probably. There she goes. Fly ball. Shortstop's got a beat on it. She puts the foot out, and that'll do it. So, here we go at the end of 4. Peabody Lady Tanners 4. Newton North Tigers nothing. So, big inning for the Tanners.
Action-packed there. A lot going on.
Nice job.
Newton North will have their 6th, 7th, and 8th hitter coming up in the 5th. Hodgins, Conroy, and Grace. Want to help me out on this? McCallanono. Oof.
Meliconio. That's a tough one.
Apologize to her parents right now.
Yeah. So if you're looking at the stands out in center field, the grandstands, they've done filled up nicely here.
According to the sign on the side of the bleachers, it holds 300, Joel.
Yeah, I did see that. I'd say they're about a third anyways.
I would say you're looking at probably, I don't know, 700 people maybe?
Yeah.
If that bleachers holds 3?
Good turnout. Nice day, time of the day.
Great day for softball.
Initially we heard 4 o'clock, and I think everyone was a little bit happy when we pushed back to 5. All right, so here we go. Abby's back on the mound. Start of the 5th inning. This is a big inning too. Once you get through this one, you're down to 6 outs. So this is important.
So up for Newton North is Abby Hodgins, who reached on an error by the right fielder in the 1st inning.
Okay.
Takes a ball high. Comes right back with a strike, 1-1.
Nobody on, 4-0. Top of the 5th, Taters. Strike.
Great pitch.
So
that pitch is almost unhittable.
yeah. She'll keep throwing it until someone can hit it. Boom. So stays alive.
Yep, just barely fouled it off.
Where are we in the batting order here, Matt?
6, 7, 8.
Okay, so we'd like to see this pretty clean.
There's some,
nice.
big outs here. Get the bottom of the order.
Little high. 2-2. Strike. Fouled it off. Nice job by the hitter to stay alive. High. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, we got to bear down here. Big pitch right here in the ball game. Great job. Oh,
wow. They got the call, the ball. So, okay. Leadoff runner. No outs.
Brings up the left fielder, number 2, Caitlin Conroy. Caitlin flied out to Emma her first time up in the 2nd inning.
Okay. Ball was low. Small. Not a big strike zone here to work with. Size.
Yeah, I feel like the home plate umpires shortened up the strike zone a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes that'll happen as you get deeper into the game. Fake bunt, 2-0. balls, no strikes. Runner on first, 4-0 Tanners. Ball, foul, excuse me.
Yep, fouled it off.
Fouled off. So, 2-1. So Newton North trying to play a little small ball here. See if they try it again here. She looked, strike 2 and 2, beautiful.
Great pitch.
All right, let's go, Emma. We don't want a full. We don't want a full count here now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first, no outs. Here's the pitch, swinging. Logan, a second, pivots to shortstop, gets it.
Okay, good job.
1 out. Nice pivot by Logan, really, to Emma. Emma threw it to first, but the Newton North runner beat it by about a step or 2.
Yep, always got to be sure of that first one.
Yeah. And a matter of fact, that the last inning, the same play, Newton North went to first, and he ended up with a runner on second, where Peabody gets the lead runner. So those things will make a big difference here. 1 out.
So bring up the first baseman for Newton North.
Yep, Lady Tiger on first. 1 out.
Grace McCalliono, who I've said her last name 4 different ways already. She grounded out to Gina in the second inning.
Bunt, pulls it back. Base runner's going.
Got her.
Throws there.
What a play.
She's out. Great throw. I was surprised. When they got the leadoff base runner, I said I'll be surprised if they run because they need base runners, and they did, and they paid for it. 2 outs, nobody on. What a just a laser throw by Bo.
Great throw and great tag.
Yep.
That throw pulled Logan a little bit towards in the infield, and she made a great tag.
Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 strike out of here. 1 strike away from end of the inning here. Nobody on. 4-0 Tanners. Foul tip. So, my opinion, only my opinion, a little bad call by the Newton North coach.
Yeah. Maybe if it's a 1 or 2 run game, but
yeah,
4 runs, you need base runners. Maybe she's worried, trying to get to the top of the line. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be 2 and 2. Here's a wind up the pitch, slow roll to Gina. She picks it up.
She did a great play.
Third out, nice play. Stayed right on the line, but right
that
inside the
you.
line, exactly. So there we go. So Peabody, no harm, no foul. Coming to the bottom of the 5th, 4-0 Lady Tanners.
Tanner's coming up with Bo Betancourt, Penny Speck, Avery Greco.
Once again, a shout out to the PATV crew today, who donates their time, to Sandra Saray, Ansley Perkins, Ben Almeida, Tala Agneta, Angel DeAngelis, Aaron O'Brien, Steve Valente, and I believe also Jim Palmer's in the house. So shout out to them for volunteering and allowing you folks to watch this game, whether it be live or broadcast.
Yeah, I don't think, Joel, people realize the time that goes into set up for covering one of these sporting events.
Yep.
They're here hours ahead of time, running cable, setting up cameras.
Yep, and they'll be here for a while after the game too.
I think all these shout outs I give to Steve and the crew, I'd get a free shirt one of these days.
There you go.
So again, Tanner's coming up with Bo Betancourt, Penny Speck, Avery Greco. Bo has grounded out twice to the third baseman. So talk about somebody who's due this game. Bo is hitting .500 on the season, 600 on base, has 31 RBIs for the season.
So Kylie Fields getting covered a little bit more in shadow. Sun's going down. So once again, just like last inning, Emma made a great play. She was at bat. Bo made a nice play, and now she's up at bat. Let's see what she can do. Fly ball deep. Right fielder pops out of the glove. So she had the play and it just popped out. We've seen it happen a couple times at both teams today. Tough break, but we'll take it. sometimes how big that softball is versus a glove.
Yep. Yeah, tough play, and she may have had a few fans chirping in her ear as well.
There's a Peabody stronghold out there. There's Bo. She takes a strong lead, goes back, safe. Once again, Penny Spack, the cleanup hitter for the Tanners at the plate.
Yep, Penny has been hit by a pitch and has walked and scored in the first inning.
No balls, one strike. Runner on first. 4-0 Tanners.
Oh.
Penny, she took a half swing there.
Interesting, kind of a
it up
check
to the
swing,
second
yeah.
baseman, yeah. So a half swing, easy play for the second baseman. It was easy for me to say because I'm not making the play, but.
So that'll bring up Avery Greco. Avery was also hit by a pitch in the first and reached on a fielder's choice.
Ball in the dirt, ball one.
In the third.
High, ball two, throw it back to Bo. She's back safely, right in front of us. We're getting a good look at that. Give the catcher credit. She's trying. Doing everything she can in her power to get Bo off the base. Easier said than done.
Yep, and good for Bo putting a little pressure on the catcher here.
2-0. Wow, it's gone. Left field. Avery Greco. It's going to be in the bleachers.
As soon as that ball hit the bat, you knew that was gone.
No doubt. So Avery Greco with Bo on base. So Peabody opens it up a little bit here now. 6-0, top of the fifth. Still just one out. You heard the term murderer's row on baseball, and you can say about this team on softball, but it's not murderer's row. It's from 1 to 9. Anybody on this team is capable of hitting it out of the park, and that's what makes them so difficult. Nobody to pitch around, really.
As soon as that went off the bat, you knew it was gone.
Yep.
That was a shot.
It's the way you want it to be. Don't make it close. High, ball one.
So it looks like maybe a pinch hitter here, Joel.
Number 15. I'll get that for you. Number 15 is Kylie Doohan. No, that's his third baseman, Kylie Doohan.
Oh, yep, you're right. I'm sorry.
2 balls, no strikes.
Kylie walked last inning and scored.
Good hitters count here. 2-0.
Also reached on an error by the shortstop.
So she's taking 3-0.
Logan on deck.
Ball 4 high. So I think Coach Palmieri calling Logan up to talk a little bit about strategy here.
So we'll have a visit, which I'm guessing that's the pitching coach, because I know that's not the head coach.
Yeah.
To have a little chat with the Newton North pitcher, Ella Maher. So really, other than the home run, Newton North pitcher has thrown a pretty good game. She had a little trouble in the field behind her, an error that scored 2 in the first. But other than the home run to Avery,
yep,
she's pitched a pretty good game.
I would totally agree. It's been they've been kind of 2 and 2, so no big innings, but enough. Put a few of them together, and it's not easy.
So once this meeting is broken up, that'll bring up Logan Lemazny, who popped up to the pitcher in the first and was thrown out on a fielder's choice in the fourth.
It says 5 straight balls for the North pitcher. Ball 2. Ball 3. 3-0.
Yeah, I can't imagine Logan swinging here, especially after, what'd you say, 6 straight balls?
Yeah, I'd agree with you unless it's a lollipop, but absolutely makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. 3-1.
That's a gutsy pitch there.
Yeah,
if you struggle, you throw a changeup. 3-0. So now I'm guessing Logan's swinging away here.
She swung right to it, 3-2. Not that it makes a difference to anybody except myself, but I put the sunglasses down, the regular glasses, and I can see the monitor. I can't see the monitor when I have my sunglasses on. Something to do
Yeah,
with them.
tough angle with the sun, too.
There's a shot, going to go past between the third baseman and the shortstop. So seeing eye single, as they say. Nice to see Logan get on base. So first and second, 1 out, 2 already in.
Bring up Gina Terenzano, who walked in the second, had a double in the fourth, and then got caught in the rundown there at home, between home and third.
6-0, bottom of the 5th.
Gina does have an RBI.
Swung through that one.
Yep, pretty sure she was swinging for the fence there.
Another senior who will be missed. Strike 2. So Newton North trying to battle back here. Stop the bleeding. High ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Still snapping the catcher's glove there, though.
Exactly. She took something off, called strike.
I think she went.
Yeah, and steal for third attempt. Out! Right in front of the coach. When he threw the ball back to the catcher, the catcher back to the pitcher on second, Doohan went to third. Once again, that's an aggressive Peabody base runner play. They got caught that time, but not a surprise. So, here we go, folks. Now, we move to the top of the 6th. Late innings here. We play 7, top of the 6th.
9-1-2 for Newton North coming up in the 6th.
6-0. So, Newton North down to their final 6 outs here.
Barring a substitution, Newton North will have their
There's
right
a replay
fielder.
here on this play here. So there's a good camera angle there. She went for third. I thought she was out.
Tough to tell there.
Yeah, but I even at live action saw it was pretty nice play by the pitcher. As soon as she got the ball, someone yelled at her and she threw it to third. So well coached play by Newton.
So, coming up to bat is the right fielder for Newton North, Colette Russo. And this will tell you kind of how the game has gone. She's only had 1 at bat.
Mm-hmm.
Flied out to the right fielder. So this is her 2nd at bat.
Her 2nd at bat, wow. Okay, top of the 6th. Leadoff batter from Newton. Foul ball. So when you have a pitcher who throws the ball as fast as Abby does, it's very tough to catch up with it. A lot of ladies are usually late, like that one.
Yep.
strike two, but that leads to the point why Logan Lomazzi was moved from third base to second base this year. Coach Palmieri knew that Abby was going to get fast. There's going to be a lot of balls over to the right side of the infield. She played it really nice this year, and it's paid off handsomely. I would be surprised to see Logan move to shortstop. That's just my opinion. It's nothing more, nothing less, but it might make some sense. She has some good range.
Yep. Tanners are very strong up the middle. Ooh.
Strike swinging off a bow.
Right off her mask.
Yeah, she's just looking for the ball.
I don't think it even phased her.
Yeah, I think that's sister saying, "Come on, I'll give you a couple of seconds." Nice play, buddy. Yeah, I mean they're making sure Bo's okay. Okay, there's a couple of fresh balls to the up.
One ball, 2 strikes here.
Fly ball, right field. She's got a good beat. Makes the play. Sweeney, right field, a lot of action, like we said. You'll see the right fielder, and the second baseman and first baseman get a lot of opportunities as they have today.
So I again, a little shout out to Sweeney. Had that good shoestring catch early in the game, and then dropped one, and has come back and made some nice plays in right field. So top of the order for Newton North. This will bring up Mealy, center fielder. She struck out looking and grounded out back to Abby in the third. Ooh, close one there, 2-0. On deck for Newton North is Brie LeBlanc.
Three and 0. One out.
Good pitch.
Strike, full count.
That's that location that's almost unhittable. That little inside right at the knees. She hits that spot consistently. She's tough to hit. Tried it again.
They get the walk.
Walks her. So that'll
Is that the top of the order? Now where are we?
Yep. Yep, second batter.
Okay.
So that'll bring up Brie LeBlanc.
Runner on first. One out. 6-0 Tanners. Top of the sixth.
Brie has grounded out to Emma Bloom twice, so I'm sure Emma's already been told about that.
Shot a little late. Off the cage of... Yeah, she's in the dugout of the Tanners. Logan playing at deep second base. Oh, hits her.
So New North will have runners on first and second. That brings up the pitcher, Ella Maher. Ella flied to right field, grounded out to Abby.
There's a shot, center field is going to drop it between center field and right. Picked up by Avery, she's going to throw it in. They score down to third base, not a good play. She's going to be out by a mile. Newton North coaches all over the umpire, but I don't think that was a good play. You would have had first and second. You're down 6-1. Now you got one in, 2 outs, 1 on second. So, not, in my opinion, a great base running play. That's for sure. We'll see if we got the replay, but.
So, Joel, I don't know if you saw that, but when Bo received that cutoff throw from Logan, she went to her knees.
Yeah.
She threw that ball to third base from her knees.
You know what? I did not notice that.
And she threw a strike.
Yeah, she did.
And I know I'm way over here, but
here we go.
She's out.
Here's the replay. So there's a shot. Gets in between the right fielder. Avery Greco makes a nice play. Gets it into Bo. Pretty clean. Logan throws it home. Here's Bo. There you go. Yep, right on her own knees. Look at that. And it was strike. It was right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Closer than I thought, but I still think she's out.
Yeah.
The tag was a little bit high.
Yeah.
She's out.
She is out, yeah. We had one of our camera friends come over, and she had it on a camera, and she said she was out. Not that we ever doubted it, but very rarely you're going to get a reversal on a call like that. I didn't think it was that close, but, understand. North's going to push for her key. So here we go, man. Runner on second, 2 outs. Foul ball, 6-1.
Again, spectacular play by Bo Betancourt from her knees. To have the wherewithal and the game awareness to throw that down there. That was a big league play.
Yeah, and Bo was an NEC All-Star. I think we had 3. We had Emma, Bo, and Abby. Maybe a 4th. I think actually Penny Spack was an All-Star, and then we had 3 other young ladies who made All-Star in the league. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Top of the 6, 6-1 Tanner. Strike. Throws down a first. That's out. That's going to do it. So, 3 outs left for the Newton North Tigers. They're down to their final 3 outs.
So coming up for the Tanners will be Jess Steed, Abby Betancourt, and Emma Bloom. Jess had a base hit and scored in the 4th. And then hit into if you remember that double play line drive back to the pitcher, Newton North. Fielder's choice.
For all you people out there in TV land, we appreciate the comments, and we are aware that the logo does impede the score, so I do try and repeat it a decent amount of time, and that's something that they're going to work on for next year, but we are aware of that, and we thank everybody for that. And so once again, bottom of the 6, we play 7 here, 6-1 Lady Tanners. Here's the replay. Oh, nope. Back to live action here. There's a good shot of the crowd out there in left field. The bleachers brought in for this game.
So again, up for the Tanners will be Jess Steed, Abby Betancourt, Emma Bloom.
Shot once again of some of the Peabody Tanners representing.
I saw a couple prep kids in that crowd.
Let anybody in here at Cali Field, you know.
Well, you got the $10, you're in.
That's right. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 6th.
So Jess, last at bat, had a base hit and scored, and then was part of that line drive double play back to the pitcher.
Strike 1. High. One ball, 1 strike. Low, 2-1. Leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 6, 6-1 Tanners. Foul ball out of play.
So if I'm the Tanners here, I am working every count I can and maybe get this Newton North pitcher out of the game.
High, yep. 3-2.
And as I say that, Steed works into a full count.
took something off it. Right fielder can't make the play. It's off her glove. She's going to go for 2. Digging hard, going for 3 now. Here's the relay.
Get there. Lead off
Safe.
triple.
Lead off triple. So, at right field, for both teams, we've seen a lot of action today. Just off the tip of her glove there. Tough break, but once again.
And I'm going to give her the triple. I'm not giving the error. I'm the official book.
Yeah, here we go. Here's a replay. Yeah, there's a lot of speed on it. That was a pretty well hit ball.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Just Steve showing some speed going around those base pads. She was flying.
And knowing the home field, Coach Palmieri knew once it got in the corner, it's a good shot to get it to turn into a triple. Here's Abby. So Abby's 6-0, 6-1. Once again, you like one more run, but with her power, you never know.
Abby, the base hit in her last at bat, 2 ground outs.
That was a ball.
Yeah, I don't know if that.
I think it was 2-0.
That's right. I think it's 2-0.
I do too. Strike. 2-1. They fixed the scoreboard there. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner on third. 6-1 Tanners, bottom of the 6th.
I don't want to criticize. That scoreboard's been pretty good.
Yeah, they have it. Tanners looking to pad their lead here. Abby shot right to the center fielder, though. Nice play.
She took 1 step to her left, right at her.
Nice play by the center fielder. So that'll bring up Emma. Emma Bloom, your shortstop.
So Emma reached on an error and scored last inning. Oh, I'm sorry. Flied out to the shortstop. Emma has had an outstanding game in the field today.
It's a shot past the shortstop. Once again, the CI single drives in the run, so Peabody gets it back, 7-1. Tanners. Nice piece of hitting there.
So that'll bring up Bo. Bo scored on an error last inning, has grounded out to the third baseman twice.
Shot up the middle, picked up by the center fielder, but Emma will take second. Bo's on first. 1 out. Penny Spack at the plate, your number 4 hitter.
Yep. And from my informants, I've been informed Penny was all conference this year.
Yeah.
The other 4 were all stars. Not sure what the difference is, but. Yep. I got a lot of moles out there. Penny flied out to the second baseman, was hit by a pitch and walked.
Strike, took a little off that pitch. High.
Yep.
Danger on the base paths. Emma and Bo.
Speed and smarts.
Yep. Ball.
Yep. Almost had another hit by a pitch there. Just jumped out of the way.
2 balls, 1 strikes, 1 out.
Yeah, 3 and 1.
3 and 1, okay.
Yeah.
High, take the walk. Bases loaded.
So that'll bring up Avery Greco, who last inning hit a 2-run homer, which was an absolute shot to center field.
Yeah.
No place to put her either.
Strike one, swinging.
Good pitch, off speed. You know Avery's jacked up here and wants to repeat the last at-bat. I can't imagine she's going to throw anything hard here. Oh, she did. So it's 0-2.
Pop up behind the second baseman. She can't make the play. Everyone's going to go up one. Out at second base. So they get the runner, but they do get the run home. So that'll make it 8-1 now.
I'll bring up Kylie Doolin, who has walked, reached on a fielder's choice.
One ball, one strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. 8-1 Tanners. Bottom of the 6th. Took something off that. That's up the middle. Center fielder. It's going to play 2, I believe.
Yep.
Plays home, but she's safe, and Kaylee takes second on the throw. So Peabody goes up 10-1. I believe if they can get 11th run, that might be the mercy rule. It could be different in the tournament, but I believe it's 10 runs during the regular season. So 10-1 here, bottom of the 6th. Logan up, 2 outs. Kaylee on second. So a single could end the game here. Excuse me, another run could end the game here. Excuse me. Logan, foul ball. First baseman tries to make the play just out of her reach. Good effort.
So while we have a second here, Joel, quick shout out, my own shout out to the Sudak family, Beverly High coach, and my boy Bennett, who are taking a ride down to the Cape. Logan with a base hit in her last at bat.
So no ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Doolin on second. 10-1 Tanners. High.
I think Joel Newton North will get their
The
last ups.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it has to happen before the 5th.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
Logan fouls it off.
Maybe one of my informants can give me the rule.
That's low, so Logan's working the count back her way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it off again.
Battling.
Nice at bat
She's
by
battling.
Logan. Yep, she is.
She's making the hair work here.
Off speed, gets past the shortstop, plays it home. She's going to score. Second, run scored, but Logan's out at second.
Yeah.
Plate does score. Home plate umpire is making the move, so 11-1. find out right now. I do see the MIA official going over to talk to the home plate umpire. And I'm going to go find out right now.
So it's a 12-run rule.
12-run?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're going to get their at-bats here.
And I'm going to just sneak out for a quick second so the MIA official find out where maybe the next game would be played. I'll be right back.
Newton North coming up with Tobin, Hodgins, and Conroy here at their last shot here at the top of the 7th. Tobin in her last at-bat grounded out to short and walked in the first. So, top of the 7th, we got 11-1 Peabody lead with solid fielding and timely hitting. Avery Greco with a 2-run homer in the 5th, and the Tanners with a 5-run 6th to make it an 11-1. Court back on the mound. Abby has struck out 2 this game and has given up only 1 run. And I believe has only given up 1 hit. Which was the double in the 6th.
Right fielder again is going to drop in front of her. It takes a bad hop. It's going to get by her. It's going to be at least a double here. She's going to stop at second.
She's going to get thrown out.
She did get thrown out. She overran it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she thought about going for 3. One of those days for Newton. So 1 out, top of the 7th. Peabody 2 away from advancing to the final 4. So did a little homework there. And speaking of the MIAA official, the next game will be held at a neutral site. And as we found out, Lowell lost against Wachusett. So interestingly enough, it could be at Lowell. They try and do put it at a neutral site halfway between. We'll probably know that tomorrow. If you look on the MIAA website tomorrow sometime, they're going to have a meeting. And the game most likely Tuesday, Wednesday. And anyone who did look at the bracket, the finals, I believe, is it's in Western Mass. I can't remember off the top. It's at Long Meadow. We'll get that for you.
Yeah, at this point in the season, Joel, play anywhere.
Yeah.
Just play.
Just play, exactly.
You're in the Final 4. Play in a sandlot.
Strike. Yeah, the finals this year at UMass Amherst.
Yep.
That's next weekend, 17th to the 18th. But so looks like we'll be taking a show on the road. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tanner's up 11-1. Top of the 7th, which is kind of like the 9th.
Newton North has shortstop Abby Hodgkins, who has walked and reached on an error.
Strike 3. So Newton down to their last out, their final out here.
That's Abby's 3rd strikeout of the game.
So
rests on the shoulders of Caitlin Conroy, who reached on a fielder's choice and popped up to Emma Bloom.
Ball 1. So in girls softball, sometimes the pitcher really dominates with strikeouts, but that just shows you this team defensively, how they played today. Just 3 strikeouts.
Yep.
They played a hell of a game behind Abby. Shortstops,
yep.
Infielders making plays, outfielders, Bo behind the plate.
Emma Bloom has had 4 putouts herself.
Yeah. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 7th, 11-1 Tanners. Fouled it off, 2-2. So my guess here, well, I don't want to guess. I want to say she's going to come with the heat, but listen, her and Bo know better than me, that's for sure. You never know if they pull the string. Strike high. Foul off. Foul again. So give the hitter credit. She's staying alive.
Yep. Hodgins is battling. I'm sorry, Conroy.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on. Timeout. First base, she called timeout before the pitch. That's not over. Well, she did call it. I heard her too. I don't think they're gonna pull him back in. Believe it or not, they are gonna pull him back. It was a legitimate call. She's right in front of us. The first base umpire did call time. I don't think the home plate umpire heard her. So we'll do it again. We'll do it again. There we go. Okay. That's all. Rules are the rules.
Yep.
And you had the head coach right there, so she heard it. So
I think the count goes back to 2-2.
yeah. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. 11-1 Tanners. High, 3-2. Both throws it right back to her. Let's go, Abby.
There it is.
Strike 3, there it is. That's it, folks. So the Peabody Tanners move on to the Final 4. We'll have to check the history books. I don't know if they've ever gone further than this. They, long story team, so they might have, but as of recently, they certainly haven't. So congratulations to Coach Palmieri and the entire team, and they came in, and it was a tight battle, but they broke it open here late. And I just want to thank Matt for doing the statistics and doing what you do and add to the broadcast. It's
My pleasure, Joel. Maybe we'll see you in the next game.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get on the road. We'll certainly push that out there. We'll publish that if we can. And once again, shout out to the entire PATV team and all the camera operators and everybody else. And enjoy your weekend, Friday night. Once again, your final score from Cali Brothers Memorial Field: Peabody Tanners 11, Newton North 1. On to the Final 4. Have a good night, folks. Enjoy.